the information she give you for understanding. So the Son had to go so that she could come. Read.
And a lover of his works.
She's a lover of the Most High's works. What verse you at?
Verse 5.
Read.
If riches be a possession to be desired in this life, what is richer than wisdom, that worketh all things?
She do what?
That worketh all things.
That worketh all things. I need you to go to Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 4.
Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 4.
Read that.
Give me wisdom that sitteth by the throne.
There's three that beareth record in heaven, the Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit. There's not four. Right. Give me wisdom that sitteth at thy throne. Read.
And reject me not from among thy children.
Go ahead.
For I, thy servant, and son of thy handmaid, am a feeble person.
Start at the first verse, 9 and 1.
Wisdom of Solomon 9 and 1. O power of my fathers, the Lord of mercy, who has made all things with thy word, and ordained man through thy wisdom.
So hold up. Made all things with his word, and did what?
And ordained man through thy wisdom.
So Christ did the work, and she dealt with the prophets and teachers as far as giving them wisdom so that they could, so that the Most High would accept it. Read on.
That he should have dominion over the creatures which thou hast made, and order the world according to equity and righteousness. And
read the 10th verse.
Verse 10. O send her out of the holy heavens.
Send her from where?
O send her out of the holy heavens.
That's the mother. She come from the holy heavens. The Most High sent her. Read.
And from thy throne of thy glory.
Where's she at?
And from thy throne of thy glory.
Read.
That being present she may labor with me.
Being present she labor with us. Read.
That I may know what is pleasing unto thee.
That's how we know what's pleasant to the Most High. Christ said, I must go. If I don't go, the Holy Spirit cannot come. Read the 17th and 18th verse.
Verse 17. And thy counsel, who have known, except thou give wisdom.
Except thou give what?
Except thou give wisdom.
Except thou give wisdom in what?
And send the Holy Spirit from above.
Who is she?
And send the Holy Spirit from above.
She is the Holy Spirit. That's what wisdom is. The Romans got our records and put he in the New Testament in John. And if brothers had wisdom and understood, they couldn't stand up and say that they were the comforter or Muhammad is the comforter, because it's not even a male. It's a female.
Right.
That shows they don't have wisdom. Read on.
Verse 18. For so the ways of them which lived on the earth were reformed, and men were taught the things that are pleasing unto thee, and were saved through wisdom.
And was saved through wisdom. So Christ had to go so she could come. And that's why Christ says wisdom is known of her children. When the Pharisees tried to attack her, he's like, listen, wisdom is known of her children. I'm a child of wisdom. Read on. Read the 22nd through the 25th verse. Go to 22 through the end real quick. Go to 7, 22 to the end.
Wisdom of Solomon 7 and 22.
Your entry is not valid.
For wisdom, which is the worker of all things, taught me.
She's the worker of all things. She taught him. Read.
For in her is understanding, is an understanding spirit, holy, one only, manifold, subtle, lively, clear, undefiled, plain, not subject to hurt, loving the things that is good, quick, which cannot be letted, ready to do good, kind to man, steadfast, sure, free from care, having all power, overseeing all things, and going through all understanding, pure, the most subtle spirits. For wisdom is more moving than any notion. She passeth and goeth through all things by reason of her pureness. For she is the breath of the power of the Most High.
She's the breath of the power of the Most High. That's who the Most High sent to give Adam life. That was the breath. Rawak. And Rawak is feminine. The Hebrew is only masculine and feminine. It's only two. It can only be feminine or masculine in the Hebrew. And the breath, when you read in the Old Testament, is Rawak, which is the feminine word. Read.
And a pure influence, flowing from the glory of the Almighty, Therefore can no defiled thing fall into her.
Go ahead.
For she is the brightness of the everlasting light, an unspotted mirror of the power of the Most High.
She's an unspotted mirror of the power of the Most High. That's the Most High's goodness. Okay, the same way a man is not complete without the female, there's both parts. The unspotted mirror of the Most High. That's why the Lord made women to be a reflection of her husband, to be a helpmeet to her husband, the way the Holy Spirit is with him. You understand? And see, and that gives you a whole new perspective of the Most High. He's not sitting there with another dude beside him, man. He's power. He's sitting on a throne of fire with another dude beside him. Come on, man. The Romans did that. Read on.
And the image of his goodness.
It's the image of the Most High's goodness. Read.
And being but one, she can do all things.
Be it but what?
And being but one.
There's three that bear record in heaven. The Father, Son, and the Holy Spirit, and those three are one.
Your entry is not
Read.
valid.
And being but one, she can do all things.
She can do all things. Read.
And remaining in herself, she maketh all things new, and in all ages entering into holy souls.
She enter into holy souls. Read.
She maketh them friends of the Most High.
She make them friends of the Most High. Because why? She's privy to the mysteries. She know exactly what the Father likes.
And prophets.
Go
For
ahead.
the Most High loveth none but him that dwelleth with wisdom.
And he only loved those that dwell with wisdom. Wisdom, why? Because he made wisdom to love. If you don't have her, he don't have no part of you. You understand? That's crystal clear. Read.
For she is more beautiful than the sun, and above all the orders of stars, being compared with the light, she is found before it. For after this coming night, but vice shall not prevail against wisdom.
Cannot prevail against wisdom. Okay? So when you look at in Proverbs and see wisdom, it's talking about the Holy Spirit. The Roman Catholic Church messed everything